If you're hunting for the ultimate esports monitor, the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS promises a blazing 380 Hz refresh rate and lightning-fast 0.3 ms response time that's supposed to obliterate ghosting and tearing. But here's what surprised me. Despite all this tech wizardry, there are some serious drawbacks that might make you think twice before dropping $420 on this beast. You expect a champion's gear, right? However, the story gets more complicated when you dive deeper. Stick around because I'm going to expose the hidden pitfalls alongside what truly makes this monitor a solid choice, so you don't waste your money or miss out on features that matter for pro gaming or streaming setups. Let's kick off with who exactly this monitor is for. The ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS is built specifically for professional esports gamers, content creators who want super slick visuals, and streamers needing clever hardware integrations. It's a 24.5-inch FHD fast IPS display, ticking at 1920x1080 with overclocked refresh rates pushing up to 380 Hz. Sounds like a dream, right? It even has ASUS fast IPS technology for that ultra-low 0.3 ms response time. It's basically screaming, get ready for pixel-level accuracy. But before you start picturing yourself obliterating opponents with razor-sharp visuals, let's peel back the layers on this gadget's real-world performance. Spoiler, it's not all smooth sailing. First off, the spec sheet reads like a gamer's wishlist. The eLMB Sync tech is designed to run extreme low-motion blur in tandem with FreeSync Premium Variable Refresh, which is a mouthful, but simply means it helps eliminate ghosting and screen tearing even during frenzied gameplay. Plus, the display widget center lets you tweak settings super fast with a mouse, and the unique inclusion of a mobile phone socket on the stand lets you keep your phone front and center. Clever for catching those game invites or chat pings without breaking focus. There's also a 1/4-inch tripod socket on the stand, sweet for streamers who want to mount cameras or an extra display. So ASUS definitely packed this thing with thoughtful touches that cater to competitive gamers and content creators. But here's where the twist hits. Despite being loaded with premium features, many users report that while the monitor nails speed, it's not the most comfortable for long gaming marathons. Some complain about a tilt range that doesn't adjust enough, causing neck strain over extended sessions. Others cite the stand as wobbly when you make quick mouse movements, not ideal during those clutch moments when stability counts. So all the tech in the world won't help if you're constantly fighting with your setup. Imagine being one kill away from victory, and your monitor is shaking like it's on a bumpy road trip. Not the pro gaming experience you signed up for. Here's a little joke to lighten the mood. Why don't monitors ever get invited to poker night? Because they can't stop flashing their refresh rates. Okay, back to business. Looking deeper into image quality, the ASUS XG259QNS delivers vibrant colors typical of IPS panels and decent contrast levels for a fast gaming monitor. However, since it's a 24.5-inch Full HD, 1920x1080 model, for some users craving ultra-high resolutions, this can feel a bit underwhelming, especially if you're used to 1440p or 4K pixels. But remember, the whole point here is blazing speed and responsiveness over pixel count. For competitive gamers, that's usually a fair trade-off. Yet, if you plan on using this as a multimedia workstation display or for creative work, this might not satisfy all your appetite for detail. Now, speaking of creative work, ASUS sweetened the deal by throwing in a 3-month Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. That's perfect for streamers or creators who want to dive into video editing, graphic design, or content creation without extra cost. Smart move. However, the monitor's color accuracy is decent but not industry grade. So if you're a pro content creator heavily reliant on color precision, investing in a dedicated color-calibrated monitor might still be necessary. But here's a question for you. What's the point of a super-fast monitor if it's not comfortable or scalable for your rig? You might want to ask, will the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS fit into my gaming ecosystem or streaming setup? Thanks to the unique mobile phone socket on the base and tripod mount, ASUS shows it's thinking about multiple use cases beyond just gaming. Mobile players can keep communication in check without fumbling away from the screen. Streamers can attach cameras right on the monitor stand, minimizing desk clutter. That's a thoughtful touch rarely seen at this price point. Let's talk about usability next. Navigating ASUS menus for OSD settings is made breezy by their DisplayWidget software, which lets you control brightness, contrast, and gaming presets with a mouse, instead of button mashing on the monitor itself. This is a neat feature that cuts down on hassle and saves your frustration for the game, not your gear. However, some users mention slight software bugs or crashes when using DisplayWidget, a small gripe, but definitely worth knowing if you value stability. Another hiccup you might face: the power consumption and fan noise. This monitor runs pretty warm under intense gaming, and although it doesn't have active fans, passive cooling can sometimes lead to subtle heat buildup. Most users find that it's fine in normal office temps, but hardcore gamers streaming all day might want to consider airflow around their desk carefully. Also, with the monitor's overclocked refresh rate pressed to 380 Hz, you might not always hit that ceiling in actual gameplay because of hardware limits. GPUs need to crank out insane frame rates to keep up. So if your rig isn't bleeding edge, this monitor's headline feature might be underutilized. Before we get into the final verdict, here's another joke. Why did the gamer bring a ladder to the tournament? Because they heard the competition was on another level. Okay, last bad pun, I promise. Here's what really shines. The ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS shines brightest if you're a competitive FPS gamer who needs every millisecond of input advantage. The ultra-fast response times combined with the extreme low-motion blur sync tech are validated by many esports pros. You get buttery smooth motion and crystal-clear frame transitions at those crazy high refresh rates. This monitor is built for speed, not flashiness. So if you're regularly competing in games like Valorant, CS, GO, or Overwatch, this display could be your secret weapon. That said, if you're a casual gamer, or if you're primarily looking for a stunning high-res display for relaxed gaming, movies, or creative workflows, then this might not be the best fit. The lower resolution and ergonomic quirks might irk you more than benefit your experience. It's a specialized tool, not an all-rounder. Just like you wouldn't use a chainsaw to carve a birthday cake, the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS is designed with a focused esports mindset. In summary, here's the honest rundown. This monitor's strengths lie in its blistering speed, esports-focused features, and smart add-ons like the phone holder and tripod mount. But it comes with trade-offs regarding comfort, resolution, and some minor software hiccups. It lives and breathes competitive gaming, so ask yourself if you fit that mold. So should you buy the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS? If you are a professional or aspiring esports athlete obsessed with every single frame and latency drop, and you like having handy accessories for streaming or your phone, this monitor offers true value for its price of around $420. But if your gaming style is more casual, or you need a monitor for mixed-use scenarios, there are alternatives that provide better comfort and image fidelity. Here's the final twist. Despite the issues, ASUS delivered a truly niche-focused monitor that accomplishes what it sets out to do for pro gamers, providing those split-second advantages in reaction time that make the difference between a clutch win and an embarrassing wipeout. So while I say don't buy it blindly or just because it sounds cool, for the right user, this is a fantastic piece of gear. If you want the best deal and more detailed specs, Check out the affiliate link in the description below. It'll take you straight to the latest Amazon page where you can read reviews and snag the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS at the best price. Don't miss out if speed is your game. To wrap things up, the ASUS ROG Strix XG259QNS is a precision instrument designed for speed demons in the esports arena. It's got some quirks, sure, but if you prioritize performance and esports-ready features over all else, it's worth a closer look. Now, whether you're fragging online, streaming your skills, or chasing that elusive headshot, this monitor promises to keep up, and isn't that what every gamer wants? So go on, make your call. And hey, if your gaming monitor could talk, I bet it'd say, "Refresh, baby, refresh."